there. Hi. My name is Ron, and we're doing a tarot reading today. I'm very excited. During my meditation, I was told that there is a very important message that needs to be said. There's something intense incoming, and it may alter your decisions in the future, as in you may completely rearrange your plans. All right. So if that's resonating for you, if you've made a plan recently, you're like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and plan A, and we're executing it. There's an energy here of something is being revealed to you that's going to switch things up completely. So other than that, that's all I got, but we're going to kind of pull on that energy and see what it is. Okay, let's see what we have. All right, 7 of Wands. Man, you do not want to change. Also, we're being very stubborn, but we're also protecting what this is. I wonder if you haven't told everybody what you're going to do. It's really interesting. It's almost like you can't trust people with it. Whoa. Wow. Slow and steady wins the race. Knight of Pentacles. So you've been working very hard. You have been doing the proper research. You're very good at what you do as well. Oh my God, but your overall outcome is the Death card, which is change. You are not going to see this coming. And it's because you're a very methodical person. And also you kind of have a wall up, which is, let's see, let's pull more into this. Yeah, you have your nose to the grindstone. You're working very, very hard. And you understand that when people work hard, you will be paid for it somehow, some way. It doesn't necessarily mean financially. But what is happening in the future here is just, you're just not going to see it coming. And it's because you're working so hard. And it has to do, it's something fated. We have the Judgment card. This is waking up to your soul's purpose, understanding that you're meant for more. They're telling you here that please do not box yourself in. If there's something that you expect something greater. Expect something even more fulfilling, passionate, loving, exciting. Wow. Okay. Wow. Very heavy energies. This one wanted to come out. 2 of Cups. So thinking about love, but it can have to do with our passions and what we want to pour into. Very creative. Oh my gosh, it completely changes the way that you see the world. Maybe it is a person. Some of you are going to meet someone very significant. It doesn't have to be a partnership necessarily, but I do kind of see you really wanting to, that's such a strange thing, dedicate yourself to it. It's very magnetizing. It really draws you in. It gets your mind going. It's very different from what you've been doing for a very long time. I wonder if life has been you're constantly trying to find your footing. And so you've turned into this person that maybe plays it a little bit safe. But there's something that just turns you upside down. And I think it's going to be, there's someone inspiring you. It could be, it could be idle energy. It definitely is. I'm getting you kind of pedestaling somebody, but not necessarily in a, it's not in a negative way. It's in a, I admire them. I want to be like them. They are so creative and expressive, and they shine, and they don't care what people think about them. It's very different from how I've been operating. This is someone who tells you how it is, but has a lot of passion behind it. They have a huge presence to them. And I see you wanting to live like them. And so whether or not it's a romantic relationship or it's just someone that you're idolizing, it's coming in to completely change your life. It's almost like you can do that? I didn't know you could do that. So yeah, the Hanged Man is here, seeing things from a completely new perspective. 4 of Pentacles, the Lovers, oh my gosh. So the 4 of Pentacles has to do with hanging on, clutching on to something. And it's coming up in a kind of a little bit of a negative way, in my personal opinion, because we're seeing something from a new perspective and clarifying that is the life that we have led thus far. And then we have the Lovers here, which has to do with choice, commitment. It also means seeing yourself in someone else with that Gemini energy. There's somebody that you really look up to. I just keep getting it. They're very independent, and you understand that you can be like that. It doesn't feel like a romantic thing. It definitely could be. If you're single and you're hearing this message and you're like, oh yeah, definitely gonna be a romantic partner, or like you have someone in mind in your heart, perhaps, always use your own intuition. Always, use your own discernment. But for a lot of you, it's aligning you to your purpose. And it's something you're never going to forget. It's almost like, this is so silly. I don't want to say it's like an Oshi energy, because you're not watching them with the intention of just being supportive. You're watching them with the intention of like trying to figure out their sauce, right? Like, what's that recipe? And how can I make it my own? Because it's really putting you on the right foot to feel more confident, to feel more independent, and feel more abundant. Okay, what else do we have incoming? Four Swords. We cannot get this out of our mind. And the Knight of Cups is here as well. It's causing us to live life more passionately. Also, music is coming. I think music will sound differently. Maybe it is love. It's almost like hearing like love songs, but whatever it is, it's changing the way your inner world operates and how you perceive emotion behind art. It's very interesting. And it feels a little scary, but very liberating. Okay, so that's what I feel incoming for you in regards to that. And let me know if this is resonating. Remember, I'm a YouTuber, so I gotta say this. Remember, like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel. if you want to, if you feel called to. This popped out. Two Swords. Need to make a decision. What do we need to make a decision on? A decision or a compromise is actually a very serious energy. There's something very inspiring happening. I'm also kind of getting the world is going to be a catalyst to that. It's not just like an influencer. And I don't want to say it's a political person. I don't think so. I'm just seeing the world being seen very differently for you. What are we making a decision on? Page of Pentacles. On what to pour into going forward. So this has to do with new investments. We're deciding to go in on something. Dip our toes in. Ah! And it's in the direction of like whoever this Queen of Wands is. Okay? The Hanged Man again. It is changing your perception. I feel like it's not just a liberating feeling. It's also a feeling of, if she can do it, I can do it. If he can do it, I can do it. Male or female, any gender, all of the above, it doesn't matter, but you're being extraordinarily inspired by somebody. And part of that inspiration is the uniqueness that you have to share with the world. And I think that you are feeling very, very called to communicate your thoughts and perspectives more with a lot of emotional intensity, but also purposeful clarity. Okay, does that make sense? So some of you have always wanted to write a story. Oh my God, there's like a book someone's gonna, I don't know if there's any authors, but there's like a book, an animated series. I'm sorry, I know this is strange. A book, an anime, there's like lore here. Like an entire world, and It feels very impactful to, I want to see what it is. Is it kind of, what is this? We're putting money into it though, but it's not necessarily to make money though, but it will. But 3 Swords, Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. It's healing a lot of wounds inside of you. It is very artistic. It feels very classical. So it could have to do with painting, but I'm just really getting a very, almost like a play. It's almost like a play. Does that make sense? I don't know. Is there a story that, obviously if it's not resonating, it's not resonating, but there's someone who has an extraordinary story to share. Like Star Wars. Kind of like very lore driven. And it puts in a new spin. I don't know why, but this feels like Earth to me. Like almost like Earth has swords in it. Okay. All right. Sorry. Sorry if you don't like this, but because I know a lot of you aren't necessarily authors or animators or anything like that, but this is what I'm getting strongly. So, if it is resonating, cool, but I'm sorry if it's not making sense, but I feel like I have to post it. So we're going to post it anyways. We'll see what happens. Why are we being pushed to do this? Why are we being pushed to do this? 6 of Swords, because we have to. And we're being magnetized and pulled towards it. It feels like divine inspiration, if I'm honest. It's like something you're meant for. Okay? Because we have that Judgment card. And there's someone that just really rewires your brain. Because we have the two of Cups. And it's like a soulmate, but it's like a soul activation. A soul activation. Why is our soul being activated to share this? Ace of Pentacles, the Empress, and the 9 of Wands. So the Ace of Pentacles means opportunity. We're being given something, an opportunity. And I was getting in the beginning of the reading, like, I don't know if you remember, but there was news coming in. Wow. So why are we being pushed into this? The Empress has to do with healing and femininity. Almost like, no way. It's literally the earth in her hands. It's like we're pouring more. This is such a strange message. I'm so sorry. I really hope you like this. It's like we're pouring more femininity into the earth so that it has more balance and harmony. And when I say femininity, I'm talking about emotion and mysticism and spirituality and very deep, like inner world stuff. Very, very inner world. And it will give back financially, but that's not necessarily the intention behind it. The intention is healing. And then we have the 9 of Wands. It's something that, like, you could never put it down. You've always held on to it. Okay, I don't know. I hope that you like that. That's such a strange message. That was meant for somebody, or maybe all of you. And I hope that you enjoyed that. Let me know if it resonated, please. Yeah, wow. Okay. We're gonna post it. We'll see what happens. And sorry if I sound crazy, and I love you. I do. Remember that you are never alone and you are loved. If you like a private reading, you're welcome to check that out on my Ko-fi. And I wish you the best with everything that you are endeavoring. All right. I love you. Bye-bye.